called up to protect our existence. It's all crashing down and we are the resistance. My spaceship is a tank, also a gun. Never thought smashing rocks would be so much fun. Intelligence shows where they're gonna fall, so we race to the scene when we get the call. We arrive and the skies open up with fire. No time to sit back, no time to admire. Auto fire engaged, I go left and right. Between the meteors and me, I'm gonna win this fight. I had to dodge and go into hyperspace. My dread's torn up all over the place. Time for repairs, my friends are taking over. Put up the shield and call out the rover. We are the planet's last hope, we won't flee. These rocks won't stop, but either will we. Burning it, smash them all down.
Yay! Oh wow, that's a variant. One of the many, right?
Yeah, one of the many.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
Oh,
Junebug, what's going on? Everyone in chat, what's going on? I was kind of popping through them, so I had to throw them all up right as we started. Metal Torso even in the house. Look at that. And Michael Hayes.
hey, Michael.
So I really, really cannot wait to get to this ultimate game ever made. It is one of the best games I think in ever. I mean, I'm talking about for any system. I mean, you could be playing Starfield right now for Xbox. You could be playing Spirits Unleashed, the new Ghostbusters game. Nothing is going to compare to this gem right here. It's called Hotel Bunny. Get it today, kids. It is the newest and greatest of all video games. It's quite the open world, I would say, like a very open world, lots of stuff to explore as you get your bunnies to safety. No one? No? Okay. So this one, I don't know. I got this literally when it came out, which I don't even remember 2017. Okay. Makes sense. There wasn't. I don't even know if there was maybe there was screenshots, but I was like, oh, new Intellivision game. There wasn't as many new Intellivision games dropping like it is now. It's like yearly. You can't even keep up with them. Back then, it was like, oh, there's a new one. Like, like
3 or 4 a year then?
Maybe. Yeah, exactly. And this would happen to me when I was like, okay, and I couldn't tell if this was I couldn't tell if it was a joke or it was real and I didn't realize it until I thought I was like, oh, look at that nice, cool 70s mural of a dog, like hunting, like dogs, hounds chasing them, so I was like, oh, the artwork looks cool. They got the old, Intellivision looking box. I mean, that's really all I had to go by until I got it in the mail, a few weeks or a month or so later. And I open it up and I get all excited not to crease the top. And was this? Yeah, this wasn't gatefold now. And I popped the cartridge in and I was like, all right, I am ready for some action. And then it was just a bunny and a dog. And we had to get him to a hotel safely. Now, I'm not crapping on it. I'm just saying I think this was more of like, now we're so used to stuff like anthropomorphic force and Sorrow,
Dragons and Swords,
Dragons and Swords.
It's like those are deep games.
Was this his first game?
Oh yeah, only game, right?
But this reminds me of like the Inti Basic Volume 1, 2, and 3, where they were mini games. This is literally all it is a small mini game, but put into full production on one cartridge.
Sort of looking, it looks like the guys made all kinds of games for different systems just to do it. So it wasn't because he wanted the television. I'm going to make an Intellivision game, so he did, and then now I'm going to make an MSX game or going to make an Atari game or something because he's just doing different things. So
Retro Gamer, are you guys familiar with that magazine? It's a really cool.
Yeah,
it's a really big magazine too. They did an interview with him when Hotel Bunny came out.
Casey put that in his video there, actually, that he had a
That's
couple.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you got the magazines yet, Casey?
One, and then they got an interview in the other.
Have you got the magazines yet, Casey?
No, but I mean, I just did that last night at midnight.
You're a little fly. I figured you'd have them ordered at least by now.
No, but it's on the to-do list. I gotta get it.
the to-do list is getting long. Not for you, for all of us, I'm sure.
Ugh. There's so many.
That magazine though.
There were so many games and so little time, and it just seems like everything's being released for every system that we, like whether it be your Switch or your Xbox or your Intellivision, so much stuff right now, and then now the Evercade's a bunch of stuff, and there's which is constant, which I've really fell off, like I was saying earlier before we came on, and it's so hard to keep up with everything and play, let alone even after you get it. Then you got to open it up, look at it, play it, do a review on it, or it's stuff piles up. It really does.
It's hard to just know where everything is and what to buy. I'm trying and I can't keep up with all of it.
Evercade's wicked. It's like they had a pretty decent pace going that you could sort of maintain, and they've just accelerated so crazy over the last little while.
I wait until Jeff posts a video, then I go buy it.
There you go.
So many games to play.
I'll be right back, guys. Sorry.
So many games to play, and we played Hotel Bunny.
Yeah.
Well,
did you hear the big news, Casey? Were we talking about that before you get in, or about Evercade? Yeah. Big news in the Evercade world today that the Atari games are going into moratorium because their license with Atari is running out at the end of this year. So if anybody doesn't have the Atari games, get them now. They're not going to be available after the new year. So, and that's good that they announced that.
Yes.
I'm really,
let
that's
people get them.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's very good.
I think I have them all still, thanks to you guys.
I think I have all 5 of those too, but I'm not sure about the Atari Arcade. But I'm thinking it's in my Founders Edition. To be quite honest, is why I haven't seen it.
I think I have all of them.
I know I have the 2 Atari 2600 ones, and I know I have the 2 Atari Lynx ones, which actually weren't all that easy to find when I did get those, but I've had them for quite a while.
There's 2 Atari Lynx.
68 Camaro, what's up? Hey guys, I just made a huge purchase. Since this is Intellivision, we got a little break. I am the proud owner of a Play Cable.
Oh wow, are you really? Good for you.
Yeah, I'm very excited to have one of those.
The absolute ultimate in Intellivision collectible paperweight.
Well, Deckel they're working on something where you can actually use it, but
yeah, that would be cool.
I have all the other Play Cable stuff, and you can't even find someone that's willing to sell it, let alone, I don't want to say what I paid, but it's up there.
Oh, yeah.
Saboteur, as far as I know, they never fixed it.
No. Yeah.
I contacted them. Well, I contacted them when it happened, and it was crickets. And then I said something, I think a couple months ago, and they responded back, but it didn't sound like it would be fixed at all.
Did you think that sort of slid by them at the time, Jeff? That they really sort of just screwed up, and then
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how you mix them up. I mean,
well, no.
If you've played either game or a fan, the ships are different.
Absolutely.
Right off the bat. I mean, if you're not a big fan, you look at it, oh, that's the same game, but I mean, the ships are different.
Yeah.
Copyright date's different. It's right there on the screen. I just like Asteroids Deluxe way better.
We can't put up the comments, but this one deserves to be said. Metal Torso. The enthusiasm that Jeff expressed during his Hotel Bunny video made me really want a copy. Maybe 2 copies.
When you can play a game
that kind of reaction for people, Jeff.
Yeah, there were parts of my video I wasn't even looking at the game anymore. I was still playing it though.
That was awesome. What happens with the Atari games? The Atari games for the Evercade, Joey, are going to be discontinued in the new year in 2024. What they have printed is all they'll have printed.
Luke's saying, wait till I get to the Coleco scene. There's a tons of games come. Oh, they got the tons of. Well, you got Collector Vision. I know that constantly does games for that.
Yeah, they just had a mailing out. I got yesterday or the day before, advertising a whole bunch of. I don't think they're new. I think they're reprints. But,
well, we're about to get the Cheers membership sent out. They just posted about that as well, which I'm on that. I'm excited to get the new ones.
That's like the IntelliClub, right? Only for Coleco?
Yeah.
And that's what Collectorvision did in a
Cool.
television club is 1 year too, didn't they? That's where you got Jungle Hunt first time. Is that correct?
I was told that it didn't sell as much as they wanted, which is why we didn't get another one.
Right.
But the Coleco ones still come out, and you get all the ROMs and the games. I like it.
All right, put that comment up there because that deserves to be said right there because you know it's something wrong with this game when Junebug says that Hotel Bunny was hard to watch Jeff play. If his own mother is having a hard time watching it play, a mother goes and watches a kid play t-ball. They go and watch their kid like sit down in the soccer field and pick flowers. But this guy's mother couldn't watch him play Hotel Bunny. That is saying something.
I even had to apologize to Sebastian at the end of my video for being so rough on it.
I wonder if he's still around in the scene at all. Like I've never heard the name anywhere but right there on that screen. Have you?
I haven't either.
I like the poop emoji right above instead of the
First thing I noticed. Tell us what you really think, Jeff.
Wait to get into this one here. Good luck. Yes. Oh man.
This is our first look at this ultimate game. Yes, there's one. Woo!
I did a practice run and I got somewhere around level 10 or something. I don't know what it was, but I didn't get very far this time.
I didn't realize till after I played like the first game, like there's no score on this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just,
well, it's pretty hard to do a high score challenge in this.
Whatever level you can get to or go all the way.
And then try to narrow it down to the quickest you could do it.
And
We gotta
without
figure out
losing
what
the least amount of bunnies.
We gotta figure out what the next challenge is going to be. We got to get some weird ones in there, man.
I'm being forced to. Yep, lost the bet.
And if nobody's heard, Cloudfire is now available in ROM form.
Yes, it is on IntellivisionCollector.com.
I posted that earlier today. Yep.
Yep. I've been bugging Luke for a long time, and he finally is like, you know what? I'll put it out now. That way, you guys can all start playing it and get a little buzz for PRGE.
It's like it's the top selling game, so it's sort of like of all games not to put out in ROM, that will be the one not to put out if you're trying to increase your physical sales.
Right, exactly.
So that's now all of his are now out in ROM, including X Rally, of course, because that was the experiment. I don't know how it's gone. I haven't really talked to him that much about that. I'll get the scoop next week when I go out.
I really like that game.
X Rally?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, very much.
Like I find myself playing it again, and I think people get it. Like I do a lot of live streams over on Rumble now, and like I've been playing the heck out of that and Lock and Chase. I don't get tired of it. I'm sure everyone that watches probably like, is he playing X Rally and Lock and Chase again? Like,
yeah, if they're fun to play, they're fun to watch too, right?
Luke's got a good point here. Who needs Starfield when you have this game?
That's right. That's a good point. This is
so I think we're gonna see a lot of ROM and CIB packages from him from now on.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah,
and I love that.
This is the Skyrim of the Intellivision right here.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
There was one towards the end. I'm like, this is way too easy. Why is this even here?
And I made the threshold, so I'll be going on to the next level, folks.
Isn't it so disappointing when you just hear the boop?
All right, level 5, the Bay Area.
Whoa, things are getting crazy, folks. Hang on to your hats. This gets crazy here. Look at those graphics.
This is where I start just looking at the camera and not the game.
The look on his face.
Oh.
Yep, this is it. This is what you tuned in for, folks. Hotel Bunny challenges. Wow. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You're doing pretty good, though, Jeff. You haven't really... Anyone use Carrot Power, or did you guys just forget about it?
Occasionally.
I forgot about it until I think the last level I used it at the very end. Oh, I hit the first guy.
I think I used it a couple times.
I'm glad. Oh, I hit him again. I'm dying here. I'm going to hit him twice. How many levels are there?
10.
5 in. Oh, so
there
under
really is
practice, I
only
made it to 10, but
There's only 10.
I didn't even beat it. I was at the end. I didn't know it. Well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for this game. Might be a good thing.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't remember what I got to. I wasn't really counting or looking or caring.
The early version looks a lot different than the finished game.
Here we go.
Oh man, I hope I can find that variant somewhere.
I'm not the only one that can pass this.
Well, there's no carrot power in the first level. You start. There's 3 dogs on it, kind of like this one. No
Yeah.
carrot power.
Saboteur. Not gonna do it.
I'm waiting for the surprise Intellivision Revolution game at PRGE this year. Hotel Bunny 2, Back to the Burrow.
I can't wait for that one. I've been chomping. I've been saving up so much for that. I heard it's going to be around. It's similar to like open world Grand Theft Auto 6 style, so it's going to be about $150. I heard complete in box. Overlay variants. Okay, so you made it to level 7 then.
I'm sorry, Sebastian.
He said, "I'm sorry, Sebastian." Oh, that's
Hey,
great.
that's a better game than I'm capable of making.
Oh,
That's why I feel bad going off on these games because it's like,
well, yeah, but you got to. They've got to know, You see, like I said, you see something like AF and then compare it to Hotel Bunny. They know it's just a mini game.
he said in that interview with Retro Gamer, he goes, 2 things he found out were, what was it? One, that some people like the real simplistic games, and other people absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that HDMI quality. There we go.
Anyway, let's get
Probably
going.
skip halfway through.
Button to use carrot power.
We could.
Like level 5 or something.
Here we go. Level
I'm
1.
not even sure if I saw any screenshots of this game online. I was trying to look for some stuff, and
Did I get them all or what?
there was very little about
I
this
didn't
game.
actually lose a man. I just
They listed it in INTV Funhouse. It's on his website, and there are a few YouTube videos on it.
Area, what was this
That's all I could find.
I missed it. But this is where they get really fast. But I'm offset. Notice how I'm offset?
And there's it holds the record for the most variant boxes of any homebrew.
And we got 5. That's all
Really?
that matters.
Yes, there are a ton of them, like more than 10,
Wow.
something like that. There was a bunch of them. Steve had them last year at PRGE, and I had no clue. I'm like, I'm not buying that many boxes of the same one. That was before
How much were they charging just for the boxes, or was it complete in box?
No, he was selling boxes, and I believe then they were 10, but since then everything's went up because of his cost.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of neat to just have all the different copies, I guess.
Next level.
The one Pete likes, I like that one too. The Sears one we got a while back.
Oh yeah, it does look pretty cool.
Nice.
Like I said, when I saw the artwork even on the original, like I think this looks cool. It was just like that made the game seem like so much more. Which was
I thought there was, I mean, the simple game, yeah, but I just thought there was more to it. I didn't realize it was that small.
Nice. All right. Next one up. Posh Promenade.
okay. I never made it to Posh Promenade.
See, this one, I'm like, this is super easy. What's it's doing near the end?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they could have reversed these two, maybe, for better balance and increasing.
Yeah.
We're through to level 9. Oh, there we go. Level 9, highway exit ramp.
Highway exit ramp. It looks the same as the previous 9 levels.
They're really
Another easy one.
guarding the house, and the window is very small.
Yeah, you gotta like right as that's about to like that last one goes up, right?
Yeah, there's not much wiggle room in this one.
That's the whole problem with the game. It's like once you know the exact release point
There it is.
for each level, it's all over.
7.
You
We're
just
gonna
can't
go
miss.
on this one. Looks good. Okay, on to level 10. Finally going home.
Yeah, I gotta get there's Well,
Can we do it?
there's a frog bog listed on eBay right now for like $40, and I can't even afford it right now. So this is level 10?
We got one.
I think so.
Level
Folks,
10.
you're seeing the end of the game right here, the final screen.
Spoilers.
Oh my goodness. Yes, spoiler alert.
We got
If you
3.
don't.
This one's called Home.
We got 4. Hey, we got through it.
And then you got bonus bunnies. Oh.
Am I done? What I got?
Congratulations.
Made it through the whole thing.
Yay!
Wow.
That's all it
Hey,
says.
That's the whole thing there is to it.
That's
right
the
there.
extent of it. At least it doesn't say congratulation or whatever it is, like in Ghost and Goblin.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to. Yeah, we're going to definitely skip through mine. Plus, I want to talk about Portland retro gaming stuff and more, anyways. But here's my awful attempts. We are going to skip, though. I think I restarted. Yeah, well, we're good enough. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's messed up. I kept Bay Area. Okay, this is where we're gonna. Nice. Yeah, this was really weird to be like in level 6. I was afraid. I used carrot power, man. That time I didn't. What a game, man! This is. I've been chomping at the bit to just play more of this.
We're all right intense watching it though here. Did you notice that?
Savater says that may be the Hotel Bunny world record. I can't find one on Twin Galaxies. Keep looking, it's there somewhere.
Yeah, well, Casey that hold the go record.
The Hotel Bunny kill screen. Joey Bibes is a 10 out of 10. Man.
Your basket's full there, Cat.
Supermarket? What are we? Is this a supermarket sweepstakes? Oh, I just used carrot power. I accidentally hit my carrot power and didn't even do anything. Carrot power all the way. And then I wasted it that whole time. I think this is the one where I couldn't get across. Oh, maybe this ain't it.
Looking good.
Wow. No, I must have got this one. Like I didn't make it a 10. I know that. I needed these bonus bunnies for sure. This is a Hotel Bunny extravaganza. Streams coming soon. Rush Hour. Oh, I can't. Are they insane? Are they insane? And then at this point, I just didn't care. like I'm using carrot power, and then I let go at the end. Well, I got one. I think I was legitimately losing here. I was like, well, I've already lost. Oh, this is crappy Crapperson. What's my score? There's no score.
No
and there never will be. That's the sad thing.
Your score was 1.
Yeah.
Lightning Desert Bus.
Oh boy, that's our next one, guys. Desert Bus, full game. All 4 of us.
Can you imagine Sebastian sitting at home going through YouTube and all of a sudden he sees a live stream for Hotel Bunny?
All of a sudden, the entire
oh yeah, that
Hotel Bunny games doubles in one day.
Hotel Bunny, press right to long.
But I'm saying it's a collector's item now. You got to scoop it up. There might be some. Is there still some available on Intellivision Collector?
Man,
one.
And this is a fast.
There's one on Intellivision Collector, and I think Good Deal Games has them too.
And it's late. I'm like, I wanted to go to sleep. I'm like, oh, I gotta go play Hotel Bunny. I forgot.
He's like, I have to play Hotel Bunny.
If you hit up,
I was up until after midnight. Level 1, Quiet Street.
We'll let this one go. We got the time. Oh boy! So Hotel Bunny 2. I'm really hoping to nominate Mazatron.
Rev was just joking about it. Once you find the pattern, you just replicate it.
Luke says
Later
Hotel
levels
California
will
is still
get
better
harder
than
no
Hotel
matter if
Bunny.
you see the pattern or not.
Yeah,
To
right.
Midtown Park.
In the upper echelon, let's put it that way.
So let me start our poll before we start talking after this. So our next game, whenever we can get to it. So I am going to put Locomotion, and then someone pick the next one.
Level 3 Crowded Mall.
No one? Bueller?
Bueller, yeah.
Use my
Bueller.
I'm looking at the list.
I was on the other screen. I didn't see.
It does replenish after each level, so if you
I'm
need
not
it,
seeing anything.
by all means use it.
Joey, we
haven't
did Dracula
done-
a while back.
I got a bad one because I just played it the other day. What about Congo Bongo?
There you go. If we haven't done it,
I don't think we ever have.
I don't think so.
Tropical Trouble.
Nope. Tropical Trouble either.
Okay, I'll put that on there.
I think I got the pattern on this one.
Let's see what the chat's saying for.
Safe Cracker.
Oh, see, so we have Mazatron like twice already.
But I do like to try to get all 9.
And Kurt says Kurt Bradshaw says Fathom.
Level 5 Bay Area.
Luke, yeah, I put Locomotion on there for sure. So we got 2 for Mazatron. Heck, let's put Mazatron.
All right, put it on there.
Isn't Fathom the Magic game that nobody understands how to play?
Yes.
Okay. That's
Oh yeah,
Good to collect, not to play.
I was playing it on stream for like a second, but I still couldn't figure it out even with help. I'm like, you're supposed to get the clouds. I'm like, this is just I couldn't do it.
It's rough.
It's really rough.
And not particularly fun is the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's not fun to even try to if you don't know what you're doing. PJ says, whoops, clicked on the wrong one. PJ says Space Shuttle. I think I have that. Like it's unfinished though.
Don't have many more to
Well, we already did Dracula though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah, Joey, we did a Dracula episode, but yeah, we'll have to do something for close to Halloween. Maybe we'll do like Zombie Madness or Frankenstein's Monster or something.
That'd be good. Or do Intellivision too.
Oh, made the first one.
Yeah, that's true. And Intellivision would be great.
Good one.
I mean, your thumb's really going to hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, got me at the
Did
end.
you guys see that I put a post up today? Because Oscar put a post up today, but Oscar's selling Frankenstein's Monster, Castle of Death, and Unlucky Pody's Adventures ROMs for basically $10 US.
And that's in the ROMs vault, or?
Oh, that's in his own site, nanochess.org.
Nanochess. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to pick those up.
Yeah, I picked up. Well, I had Frankenstein's Monster from when he released it free a few years ago, like I think as a tribute to his wife. I think is what it was. I don't know. It's on my thing somehow. And
yeah, I'll have to. I want to play that. I've never.
I
might have that. No,
I also picked up his book. Jeff and I did Frankenstein's Monster the other day in the stream just for the heck of it, just out of the blue, and we both really liked it, didn't we, Jeff?
I did. I really liked that game. It was fun.
Castle of Death. I really want the physical of that, but I'll definitely buy the ROM just to play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the ROM from Oscar if the opportunity comes up to get the physical. I may get it too, but I'm very happy to get the ROM from Oscar because remember I always like ROM sales. Now, obviously, Rev, who has the publishing rights for all 3, I believe he's when a programmer releases it, a lot of the content, a lot of the times, you want to make sure that the publisher is sort of okay with you doing that. And Oscar said right to Rev gave him the thumbs up to post to sell them. So that's great. The money goes right to Oscar. It's always good to see that, right?
Look at the Intellivision gamer taking it home for a Hotel Bunny. Looks like we're about to have a tie, my friends. If he can make it without sacrificing his bunnies here. Oh, carrot powered.
Yeah, a little carrot power got him through.
Oh, I need 2 more.
Oh yeah, pumpkin. Oh shoot, that's right. We could do some Pumpkin Master.
Yeah.
And
Pumpkin
pumpkin. All
Trilogy,
3 of them,
man.
man.
Oh,
They need to make I'd like another Christmas game, like a Santa, like finish that Santa
I guess
game,
that's
turn it into something.
I did not
you
know.
know,
I never made it past that one. I didn't know that game was that short.
There it is.
Well, I guess.
And there it is. And you did. You didn't even know in the future that would bring you to a tie. So now we got to have a tiebreaker extravaganza 5-hour live stream of nothing but Hotel Bunny after Hotel Bunny.
I'll
Pete'll
get a
just say, "You
stand
win."
in because I'll probably never play it again.
Oh my god, Intellivision is so great too. I haven't played it in a bit. I know that the controls were, because of the controller, were pretty awkward and thumb numbing or finger numbing, but other than that, like, the game itself is absolutely phenomenal.
It's incredible what he did with those games. Like, it's the same programmer, Matthew Keel, who did Intellivision, did the version of Super Mario Brothers that I played there on the stream last year.
That looks great.
You and I both played the Contra one quite a bit.
Yep, yeah, they had that on they released that Atari Age.
Brutally hard,
super hard,
and but still graphically, it's just amazing to have that fluidity in an Intellivision game.
I almost feel like
he's the master of that style.
I think that the Contra, well, I mean, whenever that gets completed, and I don't know if that was just a placeholder sprite for the guy, but he was so huge. I feel like it should be more like the size of like the enemy guys, like it was in the game, you know, like a Running Man style guy, you know, like a little skinny dude. I'd rather have a little skinny stick figure, kind of similar to the NES game or the arcade game, than having that big fat dude, like fat sprite going, you know. But I don't know.
At least
I don't know.
It looks like a guy.
Casey, do you know if he's still working on a complete version of that, or was that just a one and done? Because actually, you think about the different styles in Contra, it's not like you can just do more of the same type of running gun, because it's all such different styles, whether it's the 3D or the vertical going up. But it's just, I would think it'd be pretty ambitious.
I haven't heard anything new on it since.
Yeah, so I don't think there is. I really don't, because of the different types of, even Super Mario Brothers, for example. Well, I guess that was all pretty much there, but at least it's all the same style right through, right?
See if I can pull that up.
That one,
that's a hard, yeah, like you said, it's real hard, man.
Oh, wicked. I know we did videos for it way back when. How long ago has that been, Chuck? Been 8 months.
It's been a bit. I got a lot of views on that too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, everybody wanted to see it.
Maybe I'm trying. Where did it go? I know it was
freaking hard to get even a run, you know, a completed level.
I have it if you can't find it.
Oh, it's probably because I don't know. It just sets. It's because of my stupidity. I don't know how to list things in there. There it is.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's beautiful looking. If it ever gets completed, which I kind of hope it does, man. It's turn on my.
I don't know why they would go that far and not complete it, but
yeah, exactly.
I'm with you though, Chuck. I think the guy should be smaller.
Whoop, wrong controller. I feel the jump should be on top, or you should be able to. I mean, it should be on the bottom instead of the top, which is really weird. Because to me, your shooting should be on the top. That's which I keep trying to hit. It's so hard, man. I always say that I think we all say that, Joey says, like, if these games released back in the 80s, like, television would absolutely still be king. Play one. I'm sure I could do it on the second try. I was doing that. I never made it. I think Pete, you made it to the end.
Yeah, I did, but it took quite a bit.
You had to practice that though, huh?
Friggin' right. And it's weird because you get a part right down pat. It never ever got easy.
Of course, it just dropped me there. Ah, mother. And you can't, the ducking almost is impossible too. But anyways, that's Contra on Intellivision already crushes Starfield. Yeah, I think that's a really cool version though, just to kind of to look at that. But yeah, I didn't know that was the same guy that did the Mario and the other one, the Intellivision.
You can see the style though now that I've told you that, can't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he did. He's amazing at the freaking backgrounds.
Yeah.
Like trying to match like that looked. You know that's Contra. The other one, you absolutely know that's Super Mario. It's almost uncanny.
Yes.
And then Televania, the way they did the textures, and I know that it was a little more blocky, but other than a little more blocky, that's really the only nitpick. I mean, other than the Intellivision controller being a little awkward to use. And I always keep bringing up the point of, you know, as long as you don't have to use them at the same time, using buttons up here as a, oh, that's weird. I pressed one of the buttons and like a cursor came up on the screen on Contra. It was weird. Okay, it just happened once. It was weird. It was like a little backslash. It was flashing like a cursor. But yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to do a sideways game so we could play like this and use the keypad as actual buttons. I mean, if you're using it in stuff like Night Stalker and, you know, Cloudy Mountain, why not use it for a jump and then a whip or you know, I don't know.
I would think that you would be able to program that. It's just a matter of what buttons you're using. It doesn't matter the orientation. You'd program pushing up on the disc to be left.
To be right or left, or yeah, exactly, depending on which way you hold it. And or have an option to do like 3 different settings for controls or for button mapping. But even if it's just using 2 buttons, I'm not saying, or if you could use them all, that's great too. But I mean, if it's just like a 2-button setup, that would be so much easier, especially on stuff when you're trying to jump and hit something like a jump and attack. Holding it like that, it's just a little harsh on with the side button, holding it like a walkie-talkie, which we all do, you know. But yeah, what's that Atari GameStock has up for pre-order? It's not the Plus. Oh, unless it's the Game Station Pro. That's another one, Joey, that's coming out. Crazy. Oh yeah, Go just said that. Yeah, if it's the one that has like the LED lights on it, and it's like kind of a flatter one with the multi like paddle joystick with the stuff on it, that's probably what it is. Game Station Pro.
It's supposed to be out at the end of the month.
The inability to use the keypad simultaneously with the disc would be problematic. But there's ways that can be. Isn't there ways that can be bypassed at this point? Like,
well, no.
Custom controller. That's about it. Not easy.
That's like the couplers and stuff. That's why the couplers are out, right?
Yeah.
So I like
that's what we need is another
already crushes Starfield from Joe.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think it would be cool to either come up with like something or have someone design and 3D print or whatever you got to do, design and redo a version. I'm sure. I mean, they're doing like the Telestick and all that other stuff. I'm like, come up with like a full action controller that we can replace our, like at least one of our, like our Player One controller can be replaced with that. So
it's like the long play controllers from Kote Gamers.
Yeah,
that would be a definite benefit, and you could, yeah, that would work very well.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's another option. There's another option. Did I show you guys that thing I got? Where you can use the Genesis and all those.
Oh yeah. You were for that. That was for Intellivision 2, right?
That will or Sears. It's a prototype, but I have it over here. I haven't opened it yet.
Nice. Oh, you're looking. Oh, the Game Station Pro. It does look pretty cool, man. I've seen some reviews. It looks like. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It's.
I don't
like
have a long play
built-in
controller. I haven't tried it yet. Hopefully, I get to try it sometime. Maybe even at PRGE. I'll try it at C-March or something. Maybe. But there's something about playing television games, and there's lots of opportunities playing television games with different style controllers since the original game came out. Whether it's the plug and plays, or trying to emulate it and play it with your controller on your PC or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've just nothing has ever felt right to me. Even the simple games like Astrosmashed, except for in a television controller. Just doesn't seem the same. It's not the same experience. I don't know what it is. It's just what I got used to as a kid was sitting here like this with it. Even, I will never play the Amico this way. I'll play it this way if I can, unless I have to turn.
The only where are my controllers at? Oh, the only way I will use this controller is like this. The only time I think was Rigid Force. I was playing Rigid Force, which is a newer game. I'll hold it like a real controller with the disc.
Shark makes you go sideways too, doesn't it? Or does it?
No, you could if you switch the orientation. So,
but you actually have to change it.
Yeah, and you're not to. I'm under NDA, so hopefully I don't get in trouble. But we already know this. You press this little button here.
Okay, gotcha.
And it turns it blue. And then I could flip my that might lock it. Hold on, I might have just done the opposite.
Yeah, locked
it. There's nothing loaded right now. Yeah. So then now I can turn it sideways and then I can lock it. So now no matter where I move the controller, it's set for sideways. I can do the same by unlocking it and relocking it. Now it's set for up and down. Like I said, my Amico's not on, so it's not showing any game. It's just a blank screen. But yeah, so now it's permanently set for that. But but you're right though. I have to hold it like this, which I think is the whole design of the controller, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was kind of neat because the very first time me and Mike played Astrosmashed, that's exactly we were started up. I don't know, it was not even probably a minute in, and we're like, okay, how can we go old school way? And Coco comes up.
Coco has somebody in her basket, so.
That's the issue.
Coco is a little bit out of sorts.
Yeah.
Just stack them up, Pete.
Yeah, just stack the cats.
The one that's in the basket is the elderly cat. She is 16, 17.
Oh, wow.
And she gets a little upset when you.
I guess Coco would have to go first.
Will come out.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. When you're in cat years, you're probably close to 80 or something like that.
There you go. Yeah.
I had a friend that had a cat, beautiful cat, like a tortoise shell color or whatever they call them, the gold and brown, and female cat. Yeah, it was lived to. Oh my God, what did she just turn? Was it 18 or something like that? God, I can't remember. Yeah, it was insane. And I was like, oh, she's gonna make it to 20, and then unfortunately she didn't make it. But
yeah,
the point where she got like steps for her, and to get up on the
March of 2007 because I ever paid. We get all of our pets. All of our pets have come for the most part from the SPCA or first generation from the SPCA. Somebody has gotten them from the SPCA and then couldn't keep them for whatever reason, so we'll give them
right.
Which means we've had too many pets, but they've all had pretty good homes, and we got her in March of 2007. So, yeah, this one was secondhand. Somebody got it from the SPCA, and then she was just skinny when we got her. She's not skinny anymore.
my I call him the cow cat. He's getting pretty chubby too, but that's obviously it's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's because he never settles down, and then he has to, when I was first trying to bond with him, because he was not having it for almost like a month, I would make myself food, and then I would set, hey, Geekstorian, good to see you. I would get my food ready on my TV tray, sit down on my couch, and there's an ottoman there, and so I put his little bowl on the ottoman. Eventually started getting up and he'd eat with me. Well, now, we're a little over a year later.
Yeah.
Where I can't even sit down and have a snack, or he'll just wail at me and just, and So then I got to go up, fix him a dish, and set it there. Then he's good. You know, he has to eat exactly when I'm eating every time I'm eating. So
it's sort of funny.
Yes.
Whether you feed them junk or overfeed them or what, but here we have 4 cats here now because one has moved finally with MJ. One of MJ's cats stayed here, so we have 4 cats here, and they get fed together. And one is Coco, and the other ones are all perfectly spelt, no issues. So you know, it isn't a feeding issue. It's just that's the nature of that cat, I guess. But you know, we're talking about cats. There's a really good little topic of conversation I like in the chat there. They're talking about joysticks on the controllers. I'm not a fan of joysticks with the Intellivision because I had sticklers and stuff. But what's everybody
clip-on gray ones? Those gray ones that slip. I'd always go too nuts and they'd come right off. You know,
the stickler was neat because you actually took it apart and you inserted
it inside. Yeah,
the disc. And I've said this before. Somewhere in this house, I hope, is the box with the original disc and the other stickler from my brother-in-law's system. I have not been able to find it in years, but I don't like them. I don't find they work well at all. So, like for a game like Contra, the joystick wouldn't be better, Joey. Now, I don't know what it feels like with long play. Have you used your long play, Casey?
Oh, I don't even have them yet. I paid for them. I can't even tell you how long ago, but I'm still waiting. I have about $1,000 worth of orders from those guys, and I haven't received one thing yet.
Gamers, wow. But they had so much problem with the French post office, right? Because I know C-Mart was waiting on his third shipment.
Third time he finally got it.
Yeah, Big Block says I got Shark for Xbox. It plays fine with their joystick. Game seems to be missing a dash, which is a big oversight. I use that a lot in the original. We were just talking about that. Literally, I do know the whole reason that isn't in the new version. It was said that when it came down to, you know, they do the testing and all this other stuff, and that game is supposed to be meant for little kids and like older people to play with, like their grandkids stuff, kind of basically a kids game they wanted a 1-button game. So it was like they didn't want to add anything but 1 button, and the button is the disc. That's it. You just move. No other options on that game.
I think it might have been a better idea to put that in as an option, maybe even default, but have the dash as an option in there because, frankly, the dash was an important feature in that original game, part of what made it so good with your strategy. And what it does, it takes an absolutely fantastic game and take the dash out and make it an okay game. You know, it's still good.
I agree,
I've heard a lot of people saying that now.
Yeah,
that'll have to be something brought up because
you've taken a great game and made it a good game.
Yeah.
If you're happy with a good game, that's fine. But I would rather have the great game.
Yeah.
My kids love all the Shark and all the games, and they don't even want to play it. They played a little bit. Shark was too hard. They're like, I'm done.
Yeah, it is. Agreed. Casey, the Shark is too hard because there's no dash. That's exactly what it is right there.
There it is.
And if your kids
focus group right here, ladies and gentlemen,
don't like that, then that's
good to see you, PM.
And they play all the other games, the Shark games. What's the one on 360? I can't even think of it. We played that a lot.
Feeding Frenzy.
Yes, Feeding Frenzy 1 and 2. And Shark on the Intellivision.
Feeding Frenzy. I don't think there is there?
What?
Is there a dash in Feeding Frenzy?
I don't know about everything, but there's a lot of mini games too. Some of them have dashes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the Shark this came out.
Yeah.
I actually got to do my video on the Switch version, so I think I'm all charged up on my Switch controller.
Big Block. Yeah, the original was a classic. I love the original. I love Shark 2 from Intellivision 2. I like it even better just because I like the timing aspect of it. And the other thing, the dash on the side button is so much better than the dash and the keypad, which was in the original. But the point is, both of them have the dash. And my point is with if you gotta have a dash, for it to be a great game.
So you guys are next, by the time we do because we're doing every other week. So the 16th, you guys are gonna be in Portland.
Well, on the way home, you're leaving that day and driving home. You're a 10-hour drive, right, Casey?
Yeah, I'll be home right about, depending on what time if I go to breakfast with everyone, they usually do a final breakfast. Last year I didn't because of that drive, but it depends on when I leave. I could be home in time, but it's really close.
Well, if anything, maybe if we don't have a show, that's fine too. But if I'm doing nothing, maybe I'll stream and just kind of talk about. Oh, I wonder what the guys are up to, and I'm sure you guys are already be posting here and there on your channels too, and maybe streaming a couple things. So maybe I'll pull up that feed and we'll kind of look at what you guys are up to and talk to the chat and stuff.
And I'll either be back at the hotel or I'll be in a car driving, so maybe I can log in if I have a good enough signal for my phone.
Yeah,
just for a minute.
That'd be cool.
You and Jeff go on or something, right? And do something.
Oh, that's right. Jeff's not going either.
No, you and Jeff.
There we go. Me and Jeff will go on, and we'll just be like, those guys get to do all the fun stuff, and then we'll have our own our own stream. It'll be called Turbo Graphics Only. Actually, not a bad idea, Jeff. We should get together and do a Turbo Graphics stream.
I love
I'd be solely down for that. But getting back to Portland is, I've been kind of out of it the last couple weeks. Has anything else been announced? Do we know any new games that are coming or anything?
No, yes, we do, but no.
I mean, anything that could be said. Yeah, no.
But we're gonna have a video out. Actually, Casey and I are going to work on a video together. We got to get at that this week, right, Casey? And we got some announcements to make. There won't be a whole lot of gameplay, but there's a little bit of sampling in it. But the Intellivision Revolution games coming down the pipe, and that will be released on the Saturday morning of PRGE.
And you don't want to miss that. Trust me.
There will be some games announced there, the ones that are available for sale that day, and that will be available in the Intellivision Revolution store afterwards.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's some good ones. There's the Television Collector is going to have an announcement post PRGE. Their next game is very close to being released. It's going to be awesome, but it's not going to be out until probably November. Right now, it's looking like November.
Ooh, Michael Hayes says Rev will probably announce mine.
Probably.
Now, this coming weekend, there's that game. What is it? The Retro Game Con or whatever. We're going to have a few releases there. So I'm sure, some people are going to have the information. So there's a few games coming this weekend as well.
Last year, some of them got released the week ahead. Michael goes to that. Michael goes, where is that, Michael?
Yep.
I think I asked in the chat.
Yeah, he was posting about that. So,
Michael, you're going to have a booth there with Rev, right?
Now, Michael, can you announce anything yet or know about your game or no? Let us know if you can.
So I should probably bring some cash to PRGE. No kidding, Salvador.
A lot of it, Salvador. A lot of it.
Syracuse. It's in Syracuse, right?
Syracuse.
I remember last year watching the stuff leading up to PRGE that Mike was at a con the week before in New York. I wasn't sure which city it was in New York State. I knew it wasn't New York City, but it's Syracuse. Cool. And Rev's going to be up there with them, I think, right?
Yeah, they're going to share a booth.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Very cool.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, there it is. Right there. My Melody Blaster ROM hack. Very cool, man.
And for everybody in here, maybe I'll press you a little bit more. I won't make you say anything you're not supposed to say, but Michael is actually going to join Jeff and I tomorrow night for our stream tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. And we're going to do a tutorial, and Michael Hayes, the programmer himself, is going to teach Jeff and I how to play Fubar.
Oh, that's a fun game. I just wish I had friends to play with. I'm like Eeyore. Another one by myself. If I could afford it, man.
Take a look at a little bit of X-Ray and Delegus too, and I'm gonna have some videos out on X-Ray and Delegus soon. So
very cool.
So that's awesome. So that's tomorrow night at the regular stream. It's going to be more Intellivision stuff, and who knows what else we'll do, what else we'll talk about. So
very, very cool. Speaking of very cool, let's check this poll here and see what's winning. Wow, this is
whoa.
Ooh, wow.
Close.
Locomotion, Congo Bongo, both tied at 33. Mazatron at 28, catching up. The best of all these games is probably Tropical Trouble, and it's at 6%. You guys just loved this Hotel Bunny episode so much you want to punish us.
I wouldn't drop any cash on that statement, Chuck.
Well, okay. Maybe Locomotion might be better than Congo Bongo.
Or Mazatron.
I don't know. I never really, to be honest, I've really never sat down and played Mazatron other than popping it in and not understanding what it was.
I'll tell you this right now. The Mazatron is I could never get it revisited, rebooted, Tron rebooted, or the Intelligent Vision version of Mazatron is much, much better than the regular version of Mazatron.
Oh, okay.
It really, really is. Casey,
the anthology rebooted, right?
Yeah. What's that? Because it's revisited, Tron Solar Sailor revisited,
Deadly Disc rebooted,
Deadly Disc Tron rebooted, Deadlier Disc Tron rebooted. But what's
I have that one.
The what?
What's the catchphrase for the Mazatron adjustment?
Oh,
It's hard.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, it's available for $5 in the ROMs vault.
Oh man, Battlezone Cabaret, that would have been sweet, especially because it's smaller and you could probably transport it easier. How much were Saviter, if you don't mind me asking, how much were they asking for it? This was, well, you said the first one you went to, so I don't know what year that was. If it was pre pandemic, it was probably cheaper, a lot cheaper. But yeah, I'm gonna close this out. Wow, I can't yet. We're still at it. We're at a tie. I'll let it go for till 8:02, and then we're shutting her down.
wow.
People are they want to just punish us really, really bad. Congo Bongo to me is almost wow. It went up, but it's still tied. It's at 36 now. Like I played it on stream, guys. I played it on stream like the other day, and it is almost unplayable garbage. There's really like a step to climb that you think you got to jump, so I keep trying to jump and jump and jump. Why isn't it working? Oh, because the step just doesn't exist. Just walk over it like it's a flat piece of paper. So yeah, it was like it was so bad, so bad. $400? Yeah, I would be kicking myself too. And if it was heck, even if it wasn't functional, I would have bought it and had it repaired. Oh my god! 5 votes in 3 minutes. Charlie Creek said, "No choose."
Was it Mazatron you wanted to know, Pete?
Mazatron. Yeah.
Mazatron, Tron Reloaded. We can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
Mazatron, Tron Reloaded. That's it. That's definitely the one. That is so much better than the original Mazatron. It's crazy. I don't know where just the changes he made. The tweaks make it much more playable. Is all.
I'm excited for one he's working on.
Oh yeah, me too.
All right, here it is. Oh, and Locomotion sneaks ahead and gets the win at 37%. Well, we've been waiting to play that Locomotion for like a year. It was the new
Locomotion for 40 years because I don't think I've ever put it in the machine.
Yeah,
I haven't played it before.
I popped it up on the stream once. That was about it.
We're all in the same boat. Although I hadn't played Happy Trails, I was pleasantly surprised by Happy Trails.
Yeah,
it's similar, isn't it?
Yeah. Same tile sliding kind of game. Yeah.
I want Xevious on the Intellivision. That would be neat. Probably be an easier one to do because it was such an earlier shooter. Saviter goes, I didn't vote for the winner again. Right? Oh man. Well, anyways, wow, we already are sucked up an hour. I can't believe it. You know what? You just don't know what's going to happen when you're talking about such a great game and watching invigorating gameplay. I'm sure there's going to be so many people watching this in replay when they see Hotel Bunny in the title. I mean, it's such a great game. It holds, what is it, in case you said, the world record of variants of Intellivision covers.
Yeah, definitely. I forget how many. I'll find out.
I mean, if that doesn't say it all. Tari Creep says, if Willie from Arcade USA wasn't a huge Locomotion fan, I've never heard of it. Really? Better than Hotel Mario. Exactly. To be honest, it is. I never even, because it's a Konami game, right? Locomotion. I've never even seen that in the arcade. But I cannot wait to play. It's kind of a sliding tile, kind of like when we played Happy Trails with the boots walking. This is just a locomotive, and you got to pick up people at the train stations, but you just slide tiles to move the tracks around. It's similar to Happy Trails, but it's a train.
And it has a score?
Yeah. It's one I haven't played. What's that?
It has
I
a
hope
score?
it has a score. I guess we'll find out. We're very professional. We'll find out after the fact. And then it's just like how far we get, right? But anyways, I can't believe you guys are going to be in Portland, just seeing so many crazy things. I almost want to shed a tear. I want to go with you guys so bad. I basically just want to go and get wasted with you guys. I want to drink beer. I mean, trust me, the games, but oh my God, just to sit and drink beer and talk with you guys all night, that'd be awesome.
I don't drink, Chuck.
Yeah, you do. And we found out that was a lie. If I unsealed the envelope.
I don't like beer, Chuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no beer at all. You don't even like that. Not even close. Just water. Just water in there. Or straight vodka, one of the two.
Casey, I'm drinking straight water all weekend.
I think you'll be drinking water after you're on your way home. You're going to be drinking straight water for like a week.
Probably, yeah. I'm glad I have the rest of that week
liver and kidney function working again.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fun weekend. I need to find a locomotion ROM that works. Mine does not.
I got to see if mine does too. Maybe mine does.
Oh yeah,
I can send it around.
I mean, I got the cart if I have to pop it in. It's not an expensive cart. So hopefully I don't worry.
It's not super cheap.
Really? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember when I got that.
I got it long ago, but it's not like one of the dirt cheap ones, but it's probably, you would spend $20-$30 on it. I mean, that's not crazy, everybody stretch, but it's not a $5.
Yeah, I got a pretty decent one. It's not one I've ever really looked at. It's pretty decent. I got a little mark on the corner.
Well, that was the post gatefold era though too. Still Mattel, but no more gatefolds.
Yeah, this is you can tell it's got the little edges are kind of lifted up on the. Yeah. That's only on really bad on one. It's surprisingly really in great shape.
I don't even know where mine is.
Well, pinball was another one that was kind of getting pricey, which was weird.
Well, yeah, it is. It's same type of deal with it. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't wait to play it, man. The other day, just to kind of, because I was like, hey, this is one we always have in the thing, and I kind of learned it's basically Happy Trails. You just got to pick up. I think there's like smiley faces in the four corners of like or wherever it is on the square, and you got to make your train pick. That's like the passengers. You got to pick them up. I think they're sad faces. You pick them up. It's like a happy face or whatever. Yeah.
Does it show points on there?
What's that?
Does it show points on the screenshot?
No.
I can't try it. I was going to look
I
real
bet
quick.
There's a separate screen when you're playing. I bet you there's no point score shown, but I bet you there's a different.
Might be in between, like in between level score.
But the last thing in the bullet is acceleration, crash sounds, and more.
You know what I'm looking forward to? The and more.
And more. That's Please right up with Teleclub 2023. If you didn't join it, you missed it. It ended yesterday. But don't forget at the very end, C-Mart's favorite part, the miscellaneous goodies.
Man, I was going to order another one and I forgot.
There we go. Big Black says for next year, 2024 Papa B versus DJC, and who's under the table?
Well,
it'll be like the Indiana Jones, when he's
right.
And he just stands there and just does one of these.
The last thing that I want to do is all this money to get the whole way across the country, basically 3,500 miles away. Oof. And then I don't feel good.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be a balance there.
Yeah. Well, it has to only that you can only really do that and when everything's over and it's the end and it's like the night before you go home or something like that when everything's cleaned up and well, if he's going, well, you're on a plane.
Every night.
Yeah, he's on a plane. You're on a. You have to drive, but
It's
yeah,
gonna be every night.
I would most likely have to. I mean, I could drive and then visit Cali too. But if I just did the one-off, I'd fly. So then I would just be getting that final night. I mean, I wouldn't be stupid where I'm like just running around and running into stuff, but I would slam back quite a few beers and have a good time. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
For color TV viewing only. Maybe that's why the ROM's not working. Are you using black and white or you have a color TV, right, Casey?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. He answers the question.
He goes, oh yeah, I got one. My Zenith is a full color. Well, remember they used to have the switch. They used to have switches where you could flip it over to black and white on some of the earlier color TVs.
Yeah.
I think ours had one of those.
Mine's even got wood grain.
That is always a good thing. I had plastic wood grain on a lot of mine. My grandmother, we bought her I don't even know, maybe it's a Magnavox or something. Oh God, I remember this because it ended up being my bedroom TV. We bought it was like a 20. What did they make them at that point? Like a 25-inch Magnavox TV.
Yeah,
it was a bit, it was about like this, like, but she had it on like one of those, like, it was either a table or like a little rolling cart or whatever. Boom, and it was in her living room, and then she passed away like 5 years later. This is mid to late 80s probably, and we went to clean out the house, and we had a floor standing TV at the time, and well, whenever something broke, we had a little color TV we put on top of it, or black and white. I'm sorry, black and white TV we put on top until it got fixed or we got a new one. But yeah, so we had that. There was a one in the living room that my dad would go over and watch, which is a little black and white one. So I said, can I please have that for my bedroom? Because at the time, I think I was already playing Nintendo at this point, And they're like, yeah, you can have it for your room. So I felt like a king for this Zenith or Magnavox, whatever it was, giant. I thought it was giant, 25-inch color tube TV. But yeah, it was all the plastic on it, had the wood grain pattern. It was like a car dashboard over everything. And it ended up being our bar TV on top of the fridge over like behind the bar to where we'd throw like a game on or put a movie on or something while we sat there. And up until I left from the place I grew up in. And I don't know whatever happened to it because it always worked. I think I just threw it out because at that point we were getting into, they were all garbage and nobody could get rid. Everybody's just like, everybody was throwing them out. No one even thought about retro gaming at mid 2000s. You're just like,
you weigh 300 pounds. If you can get rid of it, you get rid of it.
Yeah, that was the thing. So it might have been left either in the basement of that house with that fridge, which I think was left there too, and it leaked, so I didn't care. And then, I think that, and then there was two other TVs that I eventually got rid of because I think 2006, 2007 was when flat screens kind of started to be fairly regular.
They went from $10,000 down to something that you could buy.
And then, by the time I moved into my new place in 2011, I did have a giant box, like a rear projection TV that I got for a second. And then after that, I got a flat screen finally.
Do you remember the first flat screen, seeing them in the stores though? Like when they were 10, like I can remember going to Future Shop and it was like probably a 42-inch. And it was like, oh my God. And it was like $10,000. It was literally $10,000.
Insane money.
Wow, this is incredible. And the thing was probably that thick. Which now,
they started. I have a couple old ones that I'll pick up sometimes at thrift stores to either try to use as monitors or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, some of them are like that thick in the back,
and they're still heavy.
Yeah, they are.
My very first one that I got, they went down from 10,000 down to a more of a regular commercial grade where the average Joe could save up and afford one, and they were still $1,500 to $2,000.
One of the ones we're talking about is. So I got that it's hanging right above me. That's like a 50-inch thick old video.
Oh wow. Yep.
Hey, there's us. And then I got like little monitors over here. That's the one I always use to play on, which is so washed out and crappy. But yeah, I have a huge one there. I haven't turned it on because it's got like a black mark going through it, but it's so heavy it's just been sat up. It just sits up there and never gets moved.
That I mean, I can remember my first one that I got. It was like $1,500 or $1,700, something crazy. It's like, save up and buy this. It was a big friggin' deal. It was
another one.
And I got rid of it there about a year and a half ago because it finally went bad. It was a plasma and it worked really well, actually. But then
I thought they had a cool look, like a nice sharp picture on them, the plasma TVs.
And that was when the rule came in when we were watching football games. Mama C had to wear Crocs because it wouldn't damage the TV when she threw it at it when the Patriots turned it over. That was the rule. Always hear football, Mama C had to wear Crocs. But it was just save the TV. Because I'll tell you, the old tube TVs, they could handle anything, I think. Because I remember when I was a kid, I'd watch hockey. And I'm talking 8, 9 years old, and I have it in the middle of my room. And, of course, it has that natural curvature to the screen, right? And I would take, this is when I was starting to play hockey and such, and I played net. I strapped the pads on, sit in the living room, and I pulled 2 easy chairs up, so I left a hole of about 4 or 5 feet apart. And while I was watching the hockey game, I would take the center out of a baseball. Everybody's always unwound a baseball.
Is that what has the rubber? No, that's a golf ball. It's got the rubber band.
No, it's a little hard Indian rubber ball in the middle.
Yeah.
Really bouncy. Better than a super ball almost. And I would wail it against the TV screen and make saves coming back. This is what I did my whole youth for 3 hours in a hockey game. And never did blow up the tube on that TV.
Well, that glass was
TVs
thick.
stand a lot.
You can't withstand a BB gun.
I can't withstand a BB gun. No.
My dad, when he was a kid, got let's just say in trouble because his little brother, my uncle, they had Cowboys and Indians, and he had his BB gun and he shot at the Indians and put out the TV, and that was a big thing in the 50s.
Well, they blow up.
And it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish I have. What do I have here? I think I got is this a Magnavox? Yeah, I have a Magnavox. Like I think it's a 20-inch. No, it's bigger than 20 inches. Like I don't know what I forgot what they were back then. It was like 19 or 20 inch, but it's about like this. It's not huge.
19 or 20.
It's the only one I have left. Well, I have that, and I got a 13-inch that came out of like a toy arcade kind of thing. But yeah, that Magnavox one is the only bigger CRT I have anymore. But because it was smaller enough to where I can at least move it around a little bit. I have a Mega Touch. Remember, the Mega Touches at the bar that were on like the Lazy Susan? But before they went to flat screens, they were tube where you played like solitaire and puzzle finder and all that stuff at the bar, the trivia stuff. So I got a huge buddy of mine gave me it. He's like, I just take it. If you want this, it works. And I just want it to fail so I could throw it out so bad because no one wants to buy it. No, it's too, it is beyond heavy. It's the heaviest thing I've ever picked up as far as that has only a 10-inch screen in it, or something like that. And then it has like the coin acceptor and all the other stuff behind it.
Wow.
But yeah, it's one of the very first Mega Touches, like in the early 90s. It's got, the trivia is like, who plays Brenda on 90210? It's like stuff like, it's all this like early 90s trivia. Like
Shannon Doherty.
Cool. Yeah, there you go. You would have won. Back from the dead says I had to go to Radio Shack, get a coax to AV computer just to use my GameCube on the. That's so cool, man. But that's awesome. Big Black says the most spent was a Sony LCD projection, 55-inch, no burn-in, about 18 inches deep. Replaced the bulb once. Oh, and yeah. Well, that was back when the Wii came out.
That's what, yeah.
Everyone
were putting their remote through the TVs.
Yeah, really.
I used to always see those. I never picked one up. These used to always be in the thrift stores. But now the thrift stores won't allow those TVs anymore. Which I don't know why, because they probably make a killing on them at this point. But anyways, before we take off on this extravagant, amazing Hotel Bunny episode, Pete, what you got coming up on the channel? You got a lot of stuff coming up, let alone a trip to coming up.
Well, yeah, I say I do, but I don't know. The big thing, I guess, right now is I hope everybody tunes in tomorrow night. So Michael could teach us all about FUBAR and X-Ray and Diligus. Jeff and I are going to be there. And that's the goal for tomorrow. I got a couple pickup videos recorded, which I have to edit. I've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up for different old guys and old games on a lot of different games. But the big thing, I guess, will be the announcement video that Casey and I are working on together. That's going to be released on Saturday, October 14th at fairly early in the morning. Well, no, probably about lunchtime Eastern, I'd say. It'll come out because Rev asked us to release it that day. And then we're going to be probably both doing videos on that afterwards, I assume, like our own individual like gameplay videos and stuff. But for the announcement, we're doing it together. And God, what else? I have so much stuff I could be on the go, but I just can't keep up with it all. So who knows what's coming down the pipe? More ranking videos too.
There you go. The Intellivision Gamer, what do you have coming up besides a pile of stuff?
Well, I still have all the stuff I need to get to. I haven't done. I got to mail your guys' shirts. I got to go through all these boxes. I actually have 2 recorded videos of unboxings I haven't got to yet. I am going to play Cloudfire, which it's all ready to go. Biggest one, though, I need to do that video with Pete and all the videos that go along with it. I don't think I have time for anything else. Getting ready for PRGE is a big one too, because I have to drive and I have stuff. I have stuff from mini publishers, collectors. My car's going to be full, so I got to start getting all that together.
You're going to have to rent a U-Haul just to drive to PRGE.
Well, once they know you're driving. Last year I was a new guy.
Next year I'm probably going to try to do some new music. So I'll probably print out some of the Intellivision. I'll print a couple versions of the Intellivision album up, and I'll probably have a couple new, either an EP or some singles with some cool art or something on it for collectors. For another. I was thinking about doing a Thin Ice song and a couple other things. I've been talking to my buddy, and we want to get back in the studio. So, Casey, I think you have both versions of mine, right?
I just have this.
I think he's frozen.
You're frozen, buddy.
I'm frozen.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. Whoa! You just beamed back over.
It's fine. You're just the videos.
You're frozen again.
I've never seen Casey's stream.
Oh, there. Yeah, you're really chopping up, buddy.
The power.
I see it.
Can you hear me?
You're holding up, but yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you a bit. It's chopping up a bit now too.
Yeah, have you got you? Didn't I ever send you that other version? This one. I might have an extra. It was the first print that didn't kind of work out. It was
I have not seen that. My power went out for 7 hours last weekend, and ever since then, the internet's doing weird stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll have to see. I don't know what I have because it literally is out of. It literally expired because I let it expire because it was like a terrible print. Everything was offset. You couldn't read anything. But it's just kind of. I had a few of them, and I can't remember. I think I sent PJ one. It was whoever bought the first few albums physically. I ended up popping that in. I might be out of them then. If I didn't send you one, I was probably out of it then.
If you find one, I'll buy it.
No. No, I'm not gonna make you buy it. I'm sending it to you. Look there you go. Still in cellophane. I just saw it under one of my controllers. So I'll send this to you.
Sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Dude, I thought you had both those versions because that was
I only knew about this one. It says volume 1.
Yeah, so it's the same, like I said, same record, same thing. It's just different graphics on it.
Usually nothing comes before volume 1, right, Casey?
That's what I
thought. It was the first print of volume 1. See, it was really terrible. Like, look at the forgot about the UPC. It went over one of the controllers and half the stuff it was saying underneath. So it's just kind of a goof one. It's a variant now.
It's a variant.
It's a DJC Game Studios variant. How there was the Go Game Go variant on the Amico game.
I like variant.
So yeah, I'll have to definitely send you that. But I'm going to get some shirts too, some new stuff printed up, hopefully within the next few weeks, because I want to start bringing a bunch of stuff back. And so yeah, I'll send you out some new shirts too and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, well, Go Game Go. What do you have going up on the channel, Jeff?
Today I released Shark for Switch.
Woo!
Did a review on that.
I got to do that still.
Tomorrow I'm going to be uploading Space Invaders Extreme for Steam. And then Wednesday is our normal live chat. And Thursday, internet willing here, I'll be doing a game stream. I think I finally got the internet worked out.
Good. Has
my video been okay tonight?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. I've been doing speed tests during the show, and my upload last week was like 0.5 megabit. Now it's 38. So I should be fine.
There you go.
Now mine sucks.
Yeah, I bet your upload is really low right now, Casey.
You're pixelated. You look like an Intellivision game version of yourself. So I got a lot of stuff going on. As you guys know, I've been doing a ton of live streams on Rumble. I am going to start getting back into. I've just been trying to build that up, and we're doing really good over there. I am going to really be bringing back, not back, but I'm going to really up my content back here on YouTube again. Sometimes you got to spend a little time, to build a certain thing up and get it running smoothly. So there'll be a lot of multi-platform streams from between Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble at the same time. But there is still going to be a lot of stuff exclusively on Rumble because it's just a little different community and just a lot of new people that have never even knew people streamed Intellivision at all. So it's kind of cool to meet like the people on that end that are just like, what? I used to play this as a kid, that have never even, maybe never even watched YouTube because they're over there for some other reason, But yeah, so if you guys aren't already over there, check me out on Rumble over there as well because it's a lot of live stuff. As far as here, we have Amico Forever this Wednesday. Been talking with Rich. We should have a little bit of stuff to show off. If not, we're going to do the show. We're going to talk and have some fun. And I got myself and Panda Sub 2000 just did a new show on Rumble. It is the revamp of Crazy Fun Time. It is explicitly great. It's very uncensored. It's fun. It was interesting. But yeah, check that out. The replay is still up there on Rumble. So we're gonna have more of that. I'm also gonna be on his channel over there with a new show called Super Basement Brothers, where we are in a dingy basement and our landlord keeps trying to get rent money from us. But hey, we just want to play video games. So that's a new show we got going over there. So please check that out. It's quite fun. That should be coming up very soon. We were hoping to do maybe something tomorrow, but I don't know if it'll be that soon. If not, it'd probably be the following week or something, or later in the week. But yeah, I have just a lot of stuff going on. And then, so I'm hoping to bring some more video stuff coming here as far as video uploads because I've kind of slacked and I am sorry for that, but I will be bringing that back up. And then, like I said, check me out on Rumble and on Twitch too, because I need some Twitch followers. Inti Labs over there, Michael Hayes. But anyways, that's about it. So we will see you in probably a couple weeks or so, depending on some locomotion, because these chaps are going to be, well, maybe me and Jeff will see you because these chaps will be at Retro Gaming. I was like walking like an Egyptian or something. Yeah. They're going to be at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, so make sure you check them out if you're going and say hello. Stop by the Intellivision booths, which there are a lot of, and I'm very jealous.
Salvatore, I'm doing a video with you for at least a minute just so I can show everybody what you look like. That's the one person I think that I've never seen before that I know I'm going to be meeting.
Well, thank you, everyone. We will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.